Ladies and gentlemen, Andy here, author of the best Tinder guide on the internet, here to help you build an amazing sex life. If you're new to the channel and you don't know who I am, hello, I've built a sex life that I'm really happy with. I've had tons of threesomes, tons of solo sex. I'm in an open relationship with my lovely girlfriend, Emmy, and we're also dating another girl, Bronwyn, together that we've been seeing for about 2.5 years. And we date and sleep with women together, exploring kink, exploring BDSM, having a good time, and I'm here to help you do the same thing. A huge portion of my sex life has come from Tinder and Hinge and Bumble and online dating in general, and I've coached hundreds of guys build their own elite sex life from dating apps. So suffice to say, I know a little bit about dating apps. I wrote a massive free 130,000 word Tinder guide, which you can go and check out at my website, killyourinnerloser.com, completely free. Go through that. But as you go through that, here are 6 mindsets that will really help you build that amazing sex life of your dreams. Number 1, give yourself permission to suck. In other words, focus on making progress rather than being perfect. Progress, not perfection. You probably won't be great at online dating at the start, and that's completely okay. I wasn't. I had no idea what I was doing. In fact, the first couple of times I ever tried Tinder, I got literally 0 matches. Quite literally, 0 matches. But this is just a process of improving yourself, improving your pictures, playing the numbers game, using some boosts and paying for all of that stuff if you need to, but progress, not perfection. I promise you will get more matches as you improve the quality of your pictures and your profile. You might also be super nervous with this whole process, especially if you're inexperienced. That's okay. I was too. Most of my coaching clients are absolutely terrified. I have a bunch of coaching clients that come to us and they are virgins. They've never had sex before. They've never done online dating. And I promise you, if those guys can go from I've never met a woman before on a date to holy crap, I just had my first threesome, you sure as hell can too. The goal here is to just focus on doing your best, getting a little bit of experience under your belt, going on a few dates, improving your confidence with practice. I promise that you will improve at this if you just keep going. I know it can feel disheartening at the start when you don't get many matches or you feel overwhelmed or you look at all the work that you have ahead of you, all the self-improvement work, and you feel a little bit down, you feel a little bit frustrated, you feel a bit lost. I promise you, I promise, you can do this. And along the way, let's focus on playing to win instead of playing not to lose. By that, I mean don't worry about the supposed failures or the supposed mistakes or things you could have done better. Yes, learn from it, but those are exactly that. They are learning experiences. It's not a failure. It's not a mistake. You didn't screw up. It's okay. Sometimes you're not going to have that confidence. Sometimes you're not going to have the motivation. Sometimes you're going to do something and then afterwards go, holy crap, why did I do that? Why did I say that to her? Or why didn't I say this to her? Man, I should have done this instead. That's okay. Just focus on improving. Don't beat yourself up. And if you do beat yourself up, that's okay. Try and be gentle with yourself. But the whole mission here is to improve over time, not to be perfect. Don't worry about the conversations that die off. That will happen quite a lot. Don't worry if you get flaked on. That will happen sometimes. Don't worry if you get ghosted. That will happen every now and then. Just focus on the women that meet you, or focus on finding the next woman that will meet you. And essentially what you're doing there is focusing on winning, focusing on the thing you want, which is to have a woman sitting in front of you on a date, maybe to have sex with her. Focus on those things. Don't worry about the flakes, the rejections, the mistakes, any of that stuff. None of that matters. Focus on what you want. The second rule is have solid pictures. Have good pictures. It is the first thing that people are going to see. I see so many guys that say, why am I not getting the results that I want? Why don't I get any matches? Or I get a couple of matches, but they don't talk to me for very long, and then the conversations die off, and I have no one to talk to, no one to meet me. Every single time, it is because, politely put, your pictures suck. Or you could phrase that in a kind of way, there is room for improvement. A lot of guys on dating apps think that their pictures are okay, or they're fine, or they're decent. And when I take a look, it's like, all right, there is so much room for improvement here, which is a beautiful thing. That means that you're going to get more results as you improve those pictures. Here are the pictures that I use, and you can see they're very polarizing. I obviously have some BDSM pictures in there. I have pictures with my girlfriend, Emmy, and I make it very obvious that I'm looking for something sexual. You do not have to be this upfront and sexual, although if you can be, you will get way more people being willing to meet you for sex, obviously. I'm literally communicating, I'm being very honest. I am looking for a sexual hookup or something sexual and ongoing. I'm looking for casual friends with benefits. I make it very obvious that I'm into BDSM and kink. I make it very obvious that I have a girlfriend and that we're in an open relationship. In fact, if you look at the very first message that I send to people, and we'll talk about these messages in a second, I make it very clear, hey, I'm here to meet for threesomes and BDSM with me and my girlfriend. Is that something you're looking for? If it is, hey, let's go on a date. Let's grab a drink. Let's see if we like each other. So you don't have to be this sexual and polarizing, but at least take some good pictures. I have plenty of content over on my website on killyourinnerloser.com on how to take better pictures. I've done plenty of videos on this channel as well about that, but start just taking some better pictures each and every week. You don't have to have the most perfect pictures right away. Just focus on taking better photos and doing 1 or 2 photo shoots a week. This is a process of iteration. Getting good pictures is a process of just taking more pictures. I'll shoot a lot of photos. Some of them won't be good. Some of them will almost accidentally be great. I'll find lightning in a bottle almost. And if I just go out there and play the numbers game when it comes to taking photos, as in if I go out there and take hundreds of photos, some of them will be decent. Try and get a decent camera if you can, like a mirrorless camera, something like that. I have the Canon EOS R, but there are plenty of good cameras out there. If you can't get a decent camera, even a secondhand used one, then use your phone. Try and make sure it's at least a new phone so it's not completely horrible, but proper camera would be better. Go out there and shoot a hell of a lot of photos. I promise you, with practice, you will get better at posing. I have, as part of my coaching program, if you're interested in that, a whole section in there on how to pose. I have a guide on posing, all of that. You get access to all of that if you join the coaching program. Otherwise, just go and look on my website. There is an inspiration article that shows you a bunch of different pictures and examples and all of that. Just copy some of those, go out and try and shoot them yourself. You might not do a good job at the start. You might fucking suck. That's okay. Remember the first thing I said, give yourself permission to suck. I promise if you go and take a lot of photos, you will eventually get some solid photos. My third rule for Tinder or online dating success is play the numbers game. What we mean by this is not every single woman is going to like you. Your mission is not to make every woman like you. Your mission is to find the women that do like you or are willing to go on a date with you and see if there's chemistry and see if you like each other. Even after all this time, after all these years, 9 out of 10 women that I match with will not end up having sex with me. That's just unbelievably normal. That's the same thing with all of my coaching clients, all of my friends who get laid. 9 out of 10 that you match with will probably not end up meeting you, and that's okay. But who cares that 9 didn't meet you or have sex with you? All that we care about is the one that did. Again, focus on winning rather than focus on playing not to lose or, oh God, I lost, 9 didn't sleep with me. Who cares? 1 did. Focus on meeting that one. And a saying to keep in mind, if you're selling a house, you only need 1 buyer. Focus on finding that person. My 4th rule is get the hell off the app and get onto a date ASAP. Again, I'll show my messages here on screen. I like to keep messages to 4, maybe 5 messages, absolute tops. This is on the dating app. And once I get somebody's phone number, it is straight to, hey, thanks for the phone number. Are you free Friday at 6 p.m.? I'd love to take you out for that drink. Or, hey, it's Andy from the dating app. Hi. And she says hi back. Are you free Sunday anytime in the afternoon? We can grab a coffee. I can't wait to meet you. Jump straight into logistics of meeting up. Your goal with the dating apps is to get out on a date ASAP. You cannot get to know someone. You cannot find out if there's chemistry. You can't know if you like each other through a phone screen. They are just pixels on your phone screen and you are just pixels on their phone screen. Until you actually meet, you don't know them. You don't know how they smell. You don't know how they sound. You don't know about their giggle and their laugh. You don't know about their body language. You don't get to feel that beautiful warm chemistry between the two of you. You can't smile at each other. Texting and phones are such a restricted form of communication, and they're still beautiful. You still get to build a little bit of a connection, but meeting in person is where it's at. You are never going to know if there's chemistry with someone or if you like each other, and you're definitely not going to know if you're going to have sex until you meet in person. So aim for that ASAP. Don't worry about building a connection first. Don't worry about but I got to see if there's rapport. That's what the date's for. Find the people that want to meet. Speed run trying to meet in person as quickly as you possibly can. And some people will say to you, I want to talk a bit before I give out my phone number. Me personally, I unmatch those people. Nothing against them, but I am on a dating app to get the fuck off the dating app. I'm not on a dating app because dating apps are fun. I'm on a dating app because I want to meet people for a connection, for sex, for intimacy, whatever I might be looking for. I'm not on the dating app just to be on the dating app. Save that for the people that want to just play around on the dating app and get some validation and all of that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Plenty of people are into that. But go the other direction and try and find the people that want to meet. And there are so many women like that. There are so many women that will literally text you, thank you for being so upfront and honest. Thank you for taking the lead. Thank you for getting off the app. You can even be honest and say, hey, I don't like to talk on the app. I want to jump off here and meet and see if there's chemistry. If that suits what you're looking for, tell me your phone number. We'll grab a drink. We'll see if we like each other. You're going to find so many women say thank you. I've been having like 3-week-long conversations with guys who are too afraid to make a move. And the vast majority of women are never going to make a move on you. It's up to you. And there are so many women on dating apps getting frustrated with the fact that most men don't just say, let's grab a drink, what's your phone number? The guys are playing it safe. They're playing not to lose. They're like, oh, but what if I lose her? What if I push it too quickly and then she doesn't want to meet me because I was too pushy or I seem too eager? People like people who are eager. It means that you're not there to waste time. It means you know what you want. It means you're a masculine, confident man. Even if you're not confident, that's okay. But you're at least masculine enough to say, this is what I want. Do you want the same thing? You're going to find a lot of women are going to fucking love you for that. Yes, some of them won't. Some of them will say, I want to talk more. I politely unmatch them. I move on. And I go and find the people that are actually there to meet with me. 5th rule, keep improving yourself each day. This is primarily a self-improvement channel. And so, of course, I'm going to talk about self-improvement. Self-improvement makes the biggest difference when it comes to how many matches you get, how many dates you go on, how much sex you have, how much of a beautiful, intimate connection you form with those people. Even if you want something like a long-term relationship or marriage, self-improvement is so unbelievably mandatory. Now, what do I mean by self-improvement? Improving your pictures, obviously, so you get more matches. Improving your mindset, so you focus more on winning rather than getting down about every rejection. Being grateful for every single person that talks to you instead of saying, this woman fell off, why did this conversation die? This isn't fair. Take a deep breath and say, you know what? I'm grateful that she's helping me practice my stoicism and my resilience and my ability to be okay if someone doesn't talk to me. I am grateful that I at least talked to her for a little bit. I'm practicing my conversation skills. I'm practicing playing the numbers game. Every no is one step closer to the next yes. So I'm grateful for this woman who didn't end up meeting me. If you can work on that mindset, this will be a hell of a lot easier. Talking to more women obviously helps with this, but so does my Play to Win video course. I'll leave a link in the description below to that. And just the general content on this channel. We focus a lot on improving your mindset, being more happy, grateful, confident, and all of that. And talking to more women will make you feel more confident. Confidence is just competence. If you become competent at something, then confidence comes along with that. So if you get decent at talking to women by just talking to a lot of them, then eventually you'll start to feel confident at talking to women. It is not the other way around. I see so many people thinking they need to be a confident alpha male before they start talking to women. No, start talking to women when you suck at it, hence give yourself permission to suck. Do it enough and you will eventually become decent at it. Practice makes perfect. And that said, you do not need to be perfect. Don't put the pressure on yourself to be perfect. Maybe we could say practice makes progress. And while we're on the topic of self-improvement, working on your self-love helps a hell of a lot. So you build that abundance mentality, you build that stoicism, you work on being happy in who you are and not needing someone else to complete you. If you are really, really, really happy in yourself and you're a whole complete person, someone else will be a bonus to that. And you're not going to take any rejection personally. You're not going to be frustrated. You're not going to get down. You're not going to get really butthurt if someone flakes or doesn't want to talk to you because your life is already okay. Your life is great. And so work on building out your hobbies, work on building out your social life, work on building out some sort of mission or a purpose. I have tons of content on my channel on how to be happy and peaceful and all of that. But work on being a whole, complete person. Some woman or plenty of women are not going to complete you. There is no woman out there that's going to complete you. I know that's the little myth that Hollywood and TV and all of that loves to share and tell you, but no, it is not someone else's job to make you happy. That is a fucking unfair burden to put on them, and it is an unfair burden to put on you. You give all of your power away when you say someone else is responsible for my happiness. You're basically saying I'm a victim of life. I can't choose to be happy. I'm not in control of my own emotions or my reactions to them, and someone else has got to do the job that's my job. It's your job to be happy. Build out your happiness, build out your self-love, work on your self-improvement a little bit each day, progress not perfection, and I promise this dating thing will go a million times better. Women fucking love a man who's got his shit together, even just a little bit, rather than a complete needy, insecure mess. And if you are a needy, insecure mess, that is okay. Just make a little bit of progress every day. Work on your self-love, work on some hobbies, work on that mindset. At the same time, go and take more pictures, go and improve your appearance, work on losing weight if you need to, do all the self-improvement stuff, and then go talk to more women. I promise you can do all of this at the same time. It's okay if you're not perfect. And I just hinted at it there. Self-improvement in general, when it comes to your appearance, makes a hell of a difference. Work on losing weight if you need to, hit the gym if you want to, dress a lot better, get some grooming in if you need to whiten your teeth, do that. You don't have to do all of this at once. Don't be overwhelmed if it seems like a lot. These are opportunities. They're not things that you have to do. They're things that you get to do. What I mean by that is, instead of sitting there and going, oh my God, I have all this stuff I have to do. It's like, no, take a deep breath. Each one of these little things is going to make a difference in terms of how many matches you get. And so get excited about that. Go, wow, I get to whiten my teeth. Isn't that cool? I'm allowed to work on my grooming. I'm allowed to go to a thrift store or a proper store if you want to and buy some new clothes and look a little bit better and improve my style. I can do all of this stuff and I will improve myself over time. If you want my help with any of this, obviously I have coaching. I'll leave a link down below. We regularly help guys with their appearance, with their style, with all of that sort of stuff. We actually have a fashion consultant in the coaching program who's one of the coaches. Cam is our fashion consultant, and I can help a little bit too, and the other coaches, but that is down below. And then my sixth and final rule is keep at it, be patient, don't quit. The more you improve yourself, the more you improve your pictures, the more you improve your mindset and your self-love and your confidence, the more matches you will get over time. I know it seems like such an obvious one, but if you just keep going and hang in there, you will improve. And on the opposite, if you quit, well, then you're out of the game. You're not going to meet anyone. I see so many guys that will fall off and get really down and frustrated with their lack of matches at the start. They'll say, I made a profile, I got literally one match, and she talked to me for 30 seconds and then stopped and didn't reply ever again. What the hell, I feel frustrated. Online dating doesn't work. Again, that is exactly how I felt at the start. My pictures were really terrible. I literally just took a bunch of pictures in my bathroom, like selfies. Don't do that. Go out and take some proper pictures. And I can help with that with the coaching if you need proper one-on-one help with that. But I got really frustrated. I felt like it was impossible for me. I'm never going to get any matches. I must be ugly. No, it's usually just that your pictures suck. And maybe we can do some work on your profile as well a little bit. Maybe your style needs to be improved. But it's not about you being bad. It's just that the pictures you have taken don't show you in the best light. They're just not good pictures. And so why would someone swipe on them? If you haven't put any effort into your pictures, people are going to assume, well, he probably won't put any effort into the date. He probably won't put any effort into himself. Like, it is the first thing that people see, your outward appearance. You can say that it's shallow. You can say that it's not fair. You can say, oh, but why do attractive guys get a leg up? It's not fair. Fine. Those are the rules of the online dating game. Play this game with all that you've got. Work on taking some better pictures. And that's just a process of iteration. Take more pictures. Eventually, some of them will be better. Keep doing that. Just keep doing photo shoots. It's a numbers game. Work on your mindset, work on improving your style, work on your outward appearance and your inner mindset. But all of that said, I get it. I get the frustrations. I get the feeling of this isn't fair. Women have it easier. Why is it so hard for men? I get all of that. Believe me, as a guy who got no matches at the start, I get it. And I have coached literally hundreds of guys at this point, and a hell of a lot of them, when they first come to us, get literally 0 matches. And they're like, this isn't fair. Maybe I'm ugly. And we have to gently get in there and say, no, look, you're not ugly. Your pictures just aren't really that good. We'll take better pictures. Here's what I want you to go out and shoot. Go do this. And then the next day, go do this. And then go do this. We obviously hold their hand through that whole process. But so many of them go from, I literally had 0 matches, to holy shit, look how many matches I'm getting now. Now I'm having sex with 10 women in 10 weeks. Or now I'm having threesomes. Or now I'm doing all this crazy shit and going on these wild adventures and learning kink and BDSM, or some of them, now I'm getting a girlfriend. Fuck, man, now I'm going to get married. All of this is possible, I promise you. And I promise if you apply yourself to these principles I've laid out, you absolutely will succeed if you just focus on improving yourself a little bit each day. Focus on the next baby step ahead of you rather than getting overwhelmed at all the work that you need to do. Just take one step, move one foot forward, and just keep going. I also recommend you get some sort of accountability. Do not try and do this on your own. Either find some sort of free forum, find some sort of support group, find a group of guys that are working on their sex life. You're very welcome to come to my coaching group where we will literally build you this sex life. You're basically paying to win. It's like pay to win. I'll leave a link in the description below to the coaching program, like I said. Or message a few other people in the comment section below if you want to and say, is there anyone that will team up with me and be accountability partners with me? Do whatever it takes to get some sort of accountability. Working on your dating life solo, like by yourself, is playing on nightmare mode. There are so many days you're going to get frustrated, you're going to feel down, you might have moments where you feel rejected, you feel like you're not good enough. having a bunch of people or even just one person that can have your back and say, no, dude, you're not ugly. You're just having a bad day. You're having a bad run. Go do something nice for yourself. Go get an early night's sleep. And then I promise you in the morning, you'll feel a bit better and we'll tackle this again. Just having someone that can be there for you makes all the difference. You'll make 100 times the progress in 100 times less time. You'll have 100 times less drama, less confusion, less bullshit. Don't do this on your own. Either find someone free to help you or pay me for coaching or pay someone else for coaching. Find someone or a group of people to fucking help you. And I really want to underline this. This is maybe the most important point on here. Everything that I have ever done in my life has been with the help of other people. People who believed in me, coaches, mentors, friends, forums, some of that free, some of that paid. Doesn't matter, but everything I have ever done has been with the help of other people believing in me, other people picking me up when I was down, other people telling me what to do and giving me the actionable, step-by-step action that needs to be taken. I have never done a single goal in my entire life by myself. That would be fucking insane. There are just so many things that you aren't aware of right now. There are so many things you don't know. There are so many moments you're going to have frustrations. There are so many moments that you're going to want to quit. Play to win by letting other people help you. And then the beautiful thing is you get to then help them in return. You don't necessarily have to give them advice if you don't know what you're doing, but even just saying, hey, thanks, that really helps me. You can make it too. And they go, thanks, I really appreciate that. That's a beautiful fucking reciprocated relationship. They help you, you help them, you both feel really good. Don't do this alone. And if you want more help from me personally, I offer 2 tiers of coaching. The first tier is you can sit down with me for a $200 coaching call, and those go for as many hours as we need to talk. I will let the clock run. You're not limited by time. And I will help you build that elite dating profile and get you some matches, get you out on dates, get you having sex, get you building something beautiful. These calls are heavily discounted. That's why they're $200. And I only offer them 1 per person, and only if you've never done coaching with me before. And the reason I offer them at this extreme discount is 2 reasons. First of all, for those of you who don't have a lot of money, I don't want you to feel like you're missing out. And then the second reason is because some people jump on those calls, they do coaching with me, and they go, holy shit, man, I want to do your big hardcore coaching program. You really fucking helped me, and this was only a couple of hours. I can't imagine what you would do for me if I let you coach me for 12 whole weeks properly, intensely. Holy shit, that would change my life. And so I offer these $200 calls at a discount because it's worth it for me, because some people end up signing up for the proper coaching program. Speaking of which, that is the second tier, my big, proper, hardcore, all-in coaching program. We've changed so many men's lives and even a couple of women's lives too, and we've helped them build an elite sex life or an elite business, tons of threesomes, marriage if that's what they want, wild sex, orgies, crazy adventures, intimacy and love, whatever it might be that they want, we have helped them build it. We offer payment plans so money doesn't have to be an excuse or the limiting belief. I'm also happy to sit on a free call with you and talk through any questions you might have, any concerns you might have, make sure you're a good fit for the program and that the program is a good fit for you. And I'll give you a little bit of free coaching on that call as well. And then at the end of it, there won't be any sales tactics. There won't be any pressure. I'm not going to stress you out or anything. I will just gently say, so are we going to do this coaching thing? Do you want to do the coaching? If you say no, I'll say that's beautiful. I hope you have a great life. If you say yes, then I will change your life. I will leave a link down below to the coaching program. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, go out there, crush those goals, and focus on these 6 principles. I promise you will get the sex life that you want if you just keep going. And one more thing, Andy from the future here. Secret little deal just for you who stick around to the end of the video. If you mention this deal, I will give you 20 weeks of coaching instead of the usual 12. But it is a secret deal. You have to mention this deal. You have to mention this video. Links in the description below. I'll see you there.